so hitting the scene. Shit tales of Oz and Florida dreams. Tales are crazy wild as the wind. Laughs and madness can make you spin. Shit tales rolling Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Shuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales rolling Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Shuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales rolling Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide.
Hello, everybody. I am NCR News Network, joined by friend, colleague, co-host, and has not accepted the role as Bonnie Blues fluffer, Anthony Caruso.
Good NCR, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone listening right around this great wide world. Yes, there was allegedly a role to become Bonnie Blues fluffer, but after discussions with my manager, I have decided against taking that role.
Oh, smart play, I guess.
But I want to know, how come you've become too real for Russia?
Well, apparently you're on the birthday stream. They didn't like the fact that I was playing Rasputin, but hey, I'm just being real.
Mate, you're honoring Russia's greatest love machine. Let's face it.
Hey, man. Like a preacher, but full of ecstasy and fire.
Mate, it was almost unkillable.
I still think he was. And of course, man had a Pringles can.
Well, hang on. If you're claiming he's unkillable, are you then also claiming by chance that Keith Richards is actually Rasputin?
Possibly, comrade. Possibly.
Or are you just suggesting that because Keith Richards and Rasputin have never been seen in the same room together?
Neither have me and Rasputin, but what are you trying to imply?
Oh, controversial.
Before we get any further, let's hear a quick word from our sponsors over at Kalshi. Have you been watching a TV show or sporting event and then you predicted something was going to happen? Or maybe you've been at a concert with some friends and you predicted the next song. What if I told you could make money off of those predictions? And this is where my new partner Kalshi can help. Kalshi is a prediction market website where you can actually buy, sell, and trade contracts for events. You're probably asking yourself, well, how's it all work? It's simple. You go to the website, you can actually buy contracts for these events and make money off them as low as pennies on the dollar. Kalshi allows you to make predictions by buying contracts for outcomes on all kinds of stuff. Political races, sporting events, even the outcomes of award shows. Let me show you. Now, I'm going to show you how Kalshi works here. As you can see, I'm on the home page, and they have tons of places where you can make trades. Me, personally, I'm going to go to culture, and I'm going to pick who's going to win Best Picture. I have a great feeling for Sinners to win Best Picture, and if I want to buy in that they will win at 14 cents, that's a huge investment. Or I can vote no and trade it that they won't win. But since I got a huge feeling that Michael B. Jordan's performance in this particular movie was really great, not to mention the sheer fact that the overall cast, music, and setting was beautifully done, I'm going to put in a bit more. So let's say I put in, $10. I can get a $67 outcome if I get this correct. But here's something else you can vote on. Going over to best makeup and hair styling, I have more options. And I can go with Frankenstein, which I thought was a really great movie, and I can go with others like Sinners Yet Again. And if I put in a $2 prediction, I can get $15 back. But if I want to go even higher with another $10, I can get $78 back if I get this prediction correct. Kalshi is the largest legal prediction market in the U.S. and is available in all 50 states. They make real money on these markets where people trade in and out of, and on what they think is going to happen. You can build a position and trade in and out, and you're not locked in, and they can even pay out on interest on your predictions if you hold long enough. There are over 1 million users and over $2 billion in trades. By using my link, Kalshi.com/NCR, or scan the QR code, Kalshi will give you $10 worth on your first $100 worth of trades. That's Kalshi.com/NCR, or scan the QR code and start trading today. Thank you, Kalshi, for sponsoring today's live stream and the channel. And if you guys want to start making money off your trades and off your predictions, please use Kalshi.com/NCR and get $10 on your first $100 of trades. And dude, you can make so much money off of that, and you're not locked in. That's the beauty of it.
It's amazing to think what is going to be possible in this day and age in terms of, getting the most out of your predictions. So, guys, check them out. Should be great fun.
Oh, yeah. But let's get into the morning briefing, because we've got another duo of briefings.
Ooh, this is going to be fun.
We got a quartet actually this week.
Really?
A quartet of idiots. So here's the first one.
So two in each story?
3 and then 1.
Okay.
So let me pull this up here.
But they're cool people. All right. So here's the deal. We'll work in an investigation. And I've told everybody 100,000 times. Well, maybe not all that many times.
Well, it's
but
actually a
lot of
duo.
times. There's cameras everywhere. This guy breaks into a storage shed, climbs underneath,
Travis
gets 2 suitcases, and comes out. So you say to yourself, well, Grady, what's the big deal? He's dressed in women's clothes.
Now, so far, this seems like your stereotypical Florida man.
Yeah.
Get into a storage unit.
Yeah.
Bit odd that he's dressed like a lady, but not that odd. Wait till you see his fashion choice, though.
Can I be honest? I mean, I'll give him partial credit. He's done a good job with the hair. Let's face it.
Yeah, Travis got some decent hair.
Yeah. He puts some
scumbag beard, though, not so much.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get sponsored by Manscaped and he can get a better grooming.
That's right. He's got on a dark gown, some kind of lacy thing. Look at the video that's attached. You'll see.
What's up with that fashion?
Travis Lee Lowry, 31, from Winter Haven. He dresses up like a woman.
Dude, like
when he commits a burglary, or at least for this burglary.
Who does he
It's
think
different,
he is,
you know.
Morticia?
That's why we're showing it to you. He was arrested. Oh, and he got some of his partners in trouble too, downstream, but we'll give them a break today. Have a good day.
Again, what's up with the fucking dress, man? Like he's trying to go to a Ren fair or something.
I mean, if it was shorter and he had the socks to go with it, you could have just said he was dressed in, 1700s gear. The only thing he would have been missing with it was a powdered wig, but he was dressed up like Timu Morticia Adams.
You know, I specifically ordered Morticia for the escort, not whatever the fuck that is. I kind of half expected him to go to a fucking bus dressed like that, just like, bruh.
Indeed.
Now we're gonna let this one play through its entirety because of who sent him the mug. And if you're in the Central Florida area and you can help this organization, please do so.
Favorite cup of coffee. I'm drinking from a Sunshine Foundation cup. They make terminally ill children's dreams come true, and they do other services. This is a super group of people. Help them out.
Yeah.
Good coffee. Okay, I'm going to introduce you
Now, this
to
one's
someone
on my birthday.
who wanted to have a very special Valentine's Day for his girlfriend.
Oh,
So instead of spending it in Gainesville, he decided to spend it at an Airbnb in the Davenport area.
mhm.
Yeah, everybody wants to come to Davenport for Valentine's Day. Don't you know that? Frederick Perriman, he's 24. Now, he's
Hey,
a
Fred.
relatively young fella. And he pulls into a 7-Eleven in his BMW with his girlfriend, and he's going inside to get her some Tylenol. Well, that's not a good sign on Valentine's when your girl.
It's Valentine's Day, and your girlfriend says she's got a headache.
Yeah, I call sus.
Now,
Yeah.
maybe you didn't woo her enough, my friend. What charming woman wouldn't resist a trip to the 7-Eleven?
I don't know.
Girlfriend's got
if he
headache.
was-
You know what I mean? So anyway, he's going to get her some Tylenol and see if he can rectify that problem.
Well, he's trying to erect
apparently,
something.
The car was not in park. He got
Jeez.
excited, wanted to get some Tylenol. It's Valentine's Day. He's got to solve a problem in order to get to an end game. And the car lurched. Well, he jumped back inside to hit the brake and hit the accelerator and ran into the 7-Eleven building. And of course, the sheriff's office showed up.
As one.
Well, when we showed up, we found out that, he didn't buy his Tylenol. And he didn't have a driver's license. It was revoked for fleeing. You see, he's from the Alachua County, Marion County, and also he got over in Volusia County. All kinds of charges in the past. Robbery, fighting, assaulting law enforcement officers, battering law enforcement officers, fleeing to elude. He's a bad man with a Valentine wish that didn't come true because of a headache. And he ended up spending Valentine's in the county jail. Bad luck, too. Bad man with bad luck. Have a good.
I guess he can't erect what he wanted to erect.
I'm just amazed. The worst thing that could come out of that as well is that the girlfriend, after hearing all of these warrants out on him, decides, I'm going to stay with him.
But he did it in a BMW. He couldn't be classy enough and get a Jag.
Yeah, that should have been. Let's be honest. That should have been a red flag right there. Get your guy's a bit of a crim, and he's driving a BMW. Now, as we all know, if you're a little bit dodgy, you drive a BMW. It's very likely you're a drug dealer. This guy. Well, he went in to get some Tylenol, but, he stole it, so it is a drug-related offense. A legal drug, but still.
Still.
Yes.
Do you have the ceremonial coin, my friend?
In my hot little hands.
I'm calling heads this week.
Oh, did you hear that?
Oh, that was a good slap.
And not only that, was a good ring as well. You called heads, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You're in luck. It is a head.
We're kicking things off with Florida man gets arrested for DUI after falling asleep at a Lee County Taco Bell drive-thru.
You see, that's interesting now, because normally Taco Bell gives you the shits.
I know. Now, normally, like you said, a bit of a stomach issue. Not for this Florida man. This Florida man, well, we'll let the fine people at the local news station, local Gulf Coast, NBC, ABC affiliates tell us.
If you want that Baja Blast, it might have been worth it.
A Taco Bell drive-thru turned into a DUI stop. A trooper trying to order honked his horn and hit the siren at the car in front of him that wouldn't move, but the driver
Frustrating
was
as hell.
Baja blasted.
Mm-hmm.
Gulf Coast News reporter
Baja
Muhammad
blasted.
Bouawi is on Penn Hill Griffin Parkway with the late night order that definitely did not go as planned.
I love these guys.
When you're in a drive-thru, you expect cars to move when they're done ordering. How can I help you on this beautiful day?
Well, an Estero man didn't even get to order. Instead of getting a late night meal here at this Taco Bell at the Gulf Coast Town Center, troopers say this guy was getting some sleep behind the wheel.
For Taco Bell, I mean, they do have some good food. I mean, if you want that Baja Blast, I don't know, after midnight, everything.
The early hours of this morning were no exception. The
Look at the time. It's 1:45 in the morning. And
Oh
you're,
my god!
and you're
Nothing
Baja
good.
Blast behind the wheel on this burrito of a day.
Oh my god! First off, nothing good ever happens after 3 a.m. Secondly, that bloke saying that there's some good stuff at Taco Bell. Are you having a Lent?
Clearly.
waiting in the drive-through line noticed Evan Villano's car wasn't moving.
I would have been very, very angry too. Like, I would have been so upset.
A man who was
I
at
want
the
my
Taco Bell
burrito
shared this picture
supreme.
with us, showing just 2 cars in the line, the trooper and Villano. Sirens and air horns couldn't even get Villano's attention. Troopers say he was sleeping.
Right place, right time for the cop. Guy's got to wake up and have the worst hangover possible.
Villano eventually woke up, but
Look at him. He's still fucking shit-faced, man.
He's a wannabe MJF.
Where's my crunch wrap?
Oh, I love it. I
not
love
to a
it.
drive-through thank you. Instead, he woke up to a trooper outside of his window, ready to take him to jail for DUI.
If you're going to drink, you should get somebody else to drive or have somebody else do it. So he put himself in that situation.
Troopers say Villano's breath sample was double the legal limit. He is charged with DUI. Reporting in Lee County, I'm Alejandro Coley,
0.16.
Gulf Coast News.
We've all been there.
Is the legal limit there 0.08?
0.08, yes.
So he would have been more than 0.16.
More, they don't give a BAC, but I'm willing to bet it was probably it was higher than that.
Yeah.
You're passed out in the car at the Taco Bell. You've already made some poor life decisions.
Yeah. Yes.
Who was your number 10, sir?
Number 10 for the Shitans of Australia. And we're going to kick things off with the one, the only. Port Perry, South Australia, still shit. Who's your number 9?
Oh, get ready for a laugh.
Let's do it.
Florida man arrested after getting locked in van while trying to steal from it. Only one thing comes to mind.
Oh, I can only imagine something like this.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Indeed. Oh my God, News 7, you guys are fucking savages. Okay, this is what they put on the website for this story. Help me. Suspect arrested after getting locked in van while trying to steal from it.
That makes the job a lot easier.
You done fucked up, boy.
This is the moment a Hialeah landscaper realized it wasn't his equipment screaming for help from the back of his van. It was a thief.
So he could not get out.
Nursey Toledo's doorbell camera captured it all. The thief pulled up while her landscapers were hard at work. Here he is sneaking into the back of the landscaper's van.
As one
near
does.
High noon in broad daylight.
Car pulls up in the middle of the street, gets into his truck, tried to steal the stuff, but unfortunately the gentleman got locked in.
Without realizing anything was abnormal,
Help
the
me.
landscaper locked his van, which locked the back doors too.
I'm
leaving
out
the
of
thief
Claritin and
begging
it
for
smells
help.
like ragweed.
The landscaper kept him captive long enough for help to arrive in the form of Hialeah police officers.
How dumb do you have to be?
Really happy.
Was he
because
armed with a whippersnipper?
This is the best arrest
Yeah.
they've ever made. They told me so. Yeah, the easiest.
Well, that'd be a problem if he
They're,
turned it
really
on.
happy.
The burglar not so chipper as he went from being locked up to the
Oh,
actual lockup.
It's kind of scary because
I
live
told you,
here
Channel
and
7 is
the door can
savage
be
as
left open,
fuck.
anybody can just walk in. It's like you see, it's an avenue. It's very dangerous. So we have to keep our doors locked more often.
Accidentally or not, this crime thwarted by a landscaper's lucky break and an attempted theft that was over before it started.
They locked them. They left them in there.
outstanding.
You played yourself on that one.
Oh, that's too good.
Who is your number 9 for the shit towns of Australia?
Number 9 takes us to a town that I actually quite like. In sort of southern, sort of towards the south of New South Wales. Quite a well-known one. More for its action park. Ladies and gentlemen, number 9, we're off to Jamberoo in New South Wales. How's that for an Aussie name for a town?
Get your jam on.
Well, the park is known as Jamberoo Recreation Park, where you control the action.
Like that.
I like it indeed. What's our story this week? Been a big old dick drawn in the grass with weed killer outside tiny homes business.
Oh.
Yes. In fact, I think we could do that a little bit more justice.
Oh my.
Indeed.
Yep. George Tucky is up for this story. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go off to Jamberoo. A business is calling on all the Mr. Squiggles of the world for help after a giant penis was graffitied on their lawn. Tiny house building company Havenwood Tiny Homes has promised free accommodation to the best designer who can renovate the explicit artwork, which was made on the lawn outside the business owner's Jamberoo farm in New South Wales' Illawarra region about a week ago. The art was supposedly made with the herbicide Roundup. So, for those who don't know, Roundup is a weed killer. With owner Rick Smith saying he didn't know it was there until days later when the grass started dying. Someone has just given us a bit of free artwork for nothing, Mr. Smith said in a video posted to Instagram. We've actually got a penis and balls in our front lawn on a high tourist route. It's not really the look we're after. Mr. Smith called for those with an artistic flair to come forward to help redesign the lawn. I want the Mr. Squiggles of the world to come out of the woodwork and say, Rico, I can turn that into something that's probably more adaptable to your ecotourism. So check this out. Penis, balls, so I don't know, maybe some flowers, maybe some big rocks where the balls are. See what you reckon. Whoever comes up with the best idea to renovate the art will score themselves a free night's accommodation.
Well, I just have to say, giant penis and balls for a tiny house. You gotta make it look bigger. So he probably, that's why he didn't do it at a mansion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, get ready because we're going to show you this very, very shortly. But hang on, actually, let me just see if I can get this thing to actually behave itself. Here we go. Guess what I got, NCR?
I'm scared, but yet strangely titillated.
Let's do this. Come on. So look, there he goes. I'm having to do this the old-fashioned way. Or maybe I can do this. Hang on.
Oh, well, just hit play.
Where?
Scroll up into the video and just click play. Just click.
Oh, there it is. Look, it's the smallest button ever.
Check this out. We've got a big
Grazing.
front yard. I don't know that that's really going to cut it with our ecotourism. It's not really the look we're after. So we're going to have a competition. I want the Mr. Squiggles of the world to come out of the woodwork and say, Rico, I can turn that into something that's probably more adaptable to your ecotourism. So check this out.
It's awfully
Penis
small.
balls. So I don't know, maybe some flowers, maybe some big rocks where the nuts are. I don't know. See what you reckon.
I'm just saying it's awfully small.
Yeah, there's a bigger shot of it.
It still looks pretty small to me.
I think we've just found Aussie Joe Exotic.
You know, hearing and looking at that, only one thing comes to mind. And it's what that guy was saying after he used the Roundup.
That's odd. I have this strange sense of accomplishment and the weirdest boner.
Can I just point out the way he's standing in both of those photos? Only slightly suggestive.
A tiptoe through the tulip said it's not.
So there you are, dick and balls drawn in the grass using Roundup down in Jamboree, where that bloke is clearly controlling the action. NCR, who is your number 8?
I'm going to need some help from Troy.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what we all came here to see. Hardcore nudity!
We just had to get some ass on there, didn't we?
Yes, we did, especially for this one. Florida man arrested almost naked on steps of church in attempt to verify as God.
So he was naked, but he wasn't buck naked.
Apparently not. So shortly after 8 a.m. on February 10th, the McKinney police chief got a call to McKinney Baptist Church located on Water Street in McKinney, Texas. Not Texas, McKay, Kentucky, where a Florida man was, other than his underwear, completely nude, lying on the church steps. Well, upon arrival, deputies found the man and began to question him when he was identified as Michael Wyatt Chauncey, age 58, of Mermont Island, Florida. He had rammed several vehicles with his vehicle and subsequently rammed his vehicle into a general store before stripping off his clothes and laying on the church steps.
How do you found God?
Well, here's the funny thing. When the EMTs arrived to administer aid, he tells them that he was God and his arms were 10,000 years old and he wanted to be verified as God. I want to be verified on Twitter, so I paid the $8. I didn't know if I needed to be God. I needed to cause mayhem and then pass out in just my underwear on the church steps and then yell to the deputies and EMTs, I am God. Normally I would just be like, I am NCR, Scourge of Moldova. Our friend was later taken to the hospital where he was cleared medically and transported to the county jail and sent and charged with 2 counts not 2 counts, but a count of disorderly conduct in the second degree, criminal mischief in the first degree, public intox with a controlled substance, except alcohol, operating a motor vehicle while under the influence, failing to provide identification card and insurance cards, failing to maintain registration on a vehicle. He is scheduled to have an arraignment on February 23rd. But wait, how could it get any better? I have his mugshot.
Oh, I hope he's clothed.
Let me zoom in here. Oh, hold on.
Just gonna say for a second there, zoom in on what?
The face of God.
It's a little bit short to be God, isn't it?
He's only 5.5, 5'7". Respectable. Little feller.
This is this little guy. He's
a little guy.
You better make it.
Who was your number 8, sir?
Number 8 for the Shitdowns of Australia takes us to Merrigum in Victoria. And I feel a little bit disappointed by the behavior of certain people. A gronk or a bunch of gronks has stolen one of the city's famous painted cows. Now, this news has come to us thanks to the Greater Shepparton City Council post. The original post. Have you seen Gary? Merrigum's moving pop art prodigy is missing.
Gary? Why, Gary? Why?
Oh, if you think that's bad, wait till you hear the rest of this.
Okay.
In an utterly disappointing turn of events, yeah, see what they did there?
And they said my jokes are bad.
Gary has been stolen from his Judd Park home in Merrigum, leaving behind only the green plinth and a community full of concern. Bold, bright, and impossible to ignore, Gary the Cow is inspired by the explosive style of classic pop art sporting comic book energy across every inch of the blue hide. From a vibrant wham burst to dramatic stenciled figures and sweeping brushstrokes. In recent years, Gary had brought the unique flair to Dookie, Mooroopna, and most recently Merrigum, where locals and travellers alike fell in love with their quirky attitude and unmistakable red beret. Even the artistic type, Gary looks right at home amongst leafy parks, picnic spots, and the quiet charm of small town life. I do, however, have some good news.
What's that?
Gary has been found safe and well.
I'm utterly relieved.
And guess what we're going to be doing? Not only are we going to bring up the Facebook post where this is all being here, so you can actually see a picture of Gary. There you go. Pretty cool, actually, don't you think?
I'm motivated.
Jeez. Guess where we're going now as well?
Where?
Comment section time.
Nice.
Starting off with probably used him to fill a pothole. Better really got the traffic moving. Oh no, this is Gary. Maybe Gary just wanted to move on, to which the council actually responded in kind. Not a lot of cows named Gary anymore.
It's a strong Christian name.
Dumb things anyway. Goulburn Valley's more than fiberglass cows. Oh, come on. Someone asked if one of their friends, did you pick up a stray cow?
No, I didn't go to the pub last night.
Has a ransom note been sent to the cow nappers? Oh, boy.
This could have been an utter catastrophe.
Yeah. It's probably jumping over the moon to get away from clowns in government. Oh, a couple of people got worked up about it. Maybe perhaps Gary wasn't happy to be there and he just decided to focus with his girlfriend at the Valentine. Oh boy. But yeah. Oh no. Bit of nice steak there. Oh,
Ooh.
terrible, terrible human. But yes, we can confirm the story that originally came out of Gary the cow being cow-napped. He has now been returned safe and well. That's all we want in life, for our fiberglass cows to be safe and well. NCR, who is your number 7?
Number 7, a pair of Florida teens arrested after anti-Semitic water gun attack, according to Miami police.
Oh boy, one of these ones.
Yep. And I have the news story for News Channel 10.
I've been busy.
They have.
2 men arrested for an alleged hate crime in Miami Beach.
Well, we're going to see our favorite judge.
Targeted a Jewish man, spraying him with a water gun because of his faith. And tonight, body camera video shows the moments leading to their arrest. Local 10 Samir FC live now with the details for Samir.
And Calvin, this is a very scary incident that occurred here on Miami Beach just last month. An incident the Miami Beach Police Department is taking seriously, with these 2 teens now facing a felony each.
It's police. Come out, bro. Walk backwards.
You were looking at the moment Miami Beach police officers arrested one of 2 South Florida teens accused of targeting a Jewish man.
What is this about? Can you tell me why I'm being
relax, bro.
Tell me why.
That's 19-year-old Dominique Martinez cuffed. He, along with this guy, Michael Emerson, arrested Thursday, accused of harassing and...
He looks like the kind of guy that would harass somebody over their religious beliefs.
He looks like the kind of guy that would just turn up at a random university party and just try to prove himself to be the ultimate edgelord.
He does look like that.
Oh, all I've got to say to him is mind the facial expression, because mate, you look like you've had a bit too much pizza in that face.
Maybe he needs to get some Clearasil or something. No, I'm dating myself with this one, but maybe some eczema pads.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Assaulting a man in the early hours of January 11th.
If you come to Miami Beach and attack any race, religion, or creed, you will be identified, tracked down, and arrested. There's no place for hate in our city.
You were arrested for battery with prejudice.
According to arrest documents,
Hey, Mindy girl, what's going on?
Near the corner of 41st Street and Collins Avenue on Miami Beach, where the victim and other faithfuls were, with the windows rolled down, Martinez allegedly yelled,
Calling them Jews. Guess he doesn't think for the Jews.
while Emerson is alleged to have sprayed the victim in the face with an unknown liquid.
He was the passenger in the vehicle, and he allegedly is the one who shot the water gun at the victim.
Our victims were in fear for their life. The immense hate that was yelled from that
Scumbag
vehicle.
kids.
There's a probable cause for the charge. So you will stay away from the alleged victim who's
And both men were issued a bond of $5,000. They have since posted that bond and are expected to walk out of TGK at any moment. That's the very latest. We're live from Miami Beach. I'm Samir FC, Local 10 News.
Couple of scumbag degenerate teenagers.
I think someone's got something to say about this.
Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
Indeed. Who is your number 7, sir?
Number 7 takes us back to Tasmania. Tasmania. You're not far off, actually. We're in particular, we're off to Devonport in Tasmania, where a ferry has been forced to turn back to port after a passenger goes full Tasmaniac.
That's that word.
Once again, any news story we get for free, we have to give our big thanks to Pulse Tasmania, who do some amazing work. So make sure you check out their website. Man arrested as the Spirit of Tasmania ferry aboard sailing after an onboard disturbance. A Tasmanian man has been arrested after an incident that forced the Spirit of Tasmania to abort its evening sailing just minutes after leaving Devonport. The ferry had traveled only about 50 meters from port when the captain turned back due to a disturbance involving a lone male passenger on the 6:45 p.m. service to Geelong. The man, aged in his 30s, was isolated in an area aboard the Spirit as the vessel returned to port. Tasmanian police were waiting when ferry docked at approximately 7:30 p.m. A Tasmanian man, aged in his mid-30s, was safely taken into custody, said police in a statement. The incident caused some property damage, but no passengers were injured during the disturbance. The Spirit of Tasmania later resumed its scheduled sailing to the port of Geelong after the man was removed from the vessel. Police are continuing to investigate the incident. Now, to give you a bit of an idea, ladies and gentlemen, here is a picture of the Spirit of Tasmania. Now, I can tell you that this is actually one of the more innovative ferry services you'll actually see, because this is one that goes from Sydney to Devonport and then up to Geelong and Melbourne. And it's a ferry where you can stay overnight or stay a couple of nights, and you can actually drive your car on the ferry.
Did they say what caused this man to have such a disturbance on the ferry?
There has been no details of it just yet. The investigation is ongoing, so those details have not been shared.
I'm only speculating, but I believe it might have been over who had the most attractive cousin to marry. Just saying.
You just had to go there, didn't you?
That?
Yeah.
Yes.
NCR, who's your number 6?
Number 6. Well,
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what we all came here to see: hardcore nudity.
Yep.
Okay, second time we've had Troy. Reggie, just keep an eye on him for now.
Florida man admits that he exposed himself and shook his genitals at victim, but says it was not in a sexual motivation.
I shudder to think what the motivation would be.
On February 20th, from Gainesville, Florida, a Gainesville man was arrested Thursday after, so was the 19th, not the 20th. Hold on one second. Pop up.
Just, damn it. More pop-ups, NCR?
Yeah, sorry about that. We had these pop-ups, that I took off my ad blocker because I had to update it. I didn't reinstall it. But a Gainesville man was arrested Thursday afternoon after exposing himself and masturbating outside of a woman's window. According to the arrest report, Deshaun Johnson, age 28. Why is that last name so fitting?
Oh, no. Don't tell me.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Was seen peeing through the victim's window from a picnic table 10 feet away from the victim. 10 feet away from the victim. The victim also told police that Johnson was on the scene for about 45 minutes when she was inside of her apartment, making her feel uneasy. Police say the victim walked to her car to leave the area. Johnson approached her and exposed himself. She left the apartment complex and returned a short time later. The victim then allegedly saw Johnson yet again and called police. Officers said they found Johnson walking out of the shared entrance of the complex, and the victim later I correctly identified him on the scene. Post Miranda, Johnson admitted, yeah, I exposed and shook my genitals at the victim, but it was not sexually motivated. I don't believe you.
None of us do.
It's also reported that Johnson was not wearing any undergarments at the time. Police say Johnson is a career offender and has been booked into the Alachua County Jail on charges of lewd and lascivious intent and indecent exposure and is being held on a $7,500 bond. And, you know, it wouldn't be right if I didn't do my civic duty.
Well, the people need to know, don't they?
He looked like Timu's version of Darius Rucker. Hootie and the Blowfish really need to get back together, apparently.
That is a massive dome head he's got.
Look, yeah, I shook it. I waved it at her. I was having a bit of a wank, but it was not sexually motivated. I promise you, there was no sexual intent.
Really? And why is it that we can now see that your penis is erect?
That's just a nerve thing. That's just because I'm nervous. Maybe I need some healing.
You need some healing, do you?
I got that feeling. I need some.
Oh, save me, Jeebus!
Who was your number 7, sir?
I'm sorry, I just had to do that. Number 6 takes us to Orange in New South Wales. Now I'm worried, NCR. Now I'm worried. A wanted thief has been. Oh dear God, I can hear him already.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what we all came here to.
No, Troy, settle down. God, NCR, it's happening again.
Oh God, Troy. Easy. Okay. Go to the green room.
Is he in the green room?
Yes. I'm getting word from Reggie and Ethan that they have him in the green room.
Okay, excellent. Wanted thief has been found passed out naked in a shopping center toilet.
I'm Troy McClure, and
oh God damn it, Reggie, keep him in there.
Get more guys if you need them.
Thankfully, NCR, what we can say is that this story is stuck behind a paywall. Thank God for that. But apparently, a man from Orange was found initially trespassing in a shopping center, committed some theft in some of the stores, was caught on CCTV. Police turned up at the shopping center. He was found naked and asleep in the toilet. And when he woke up and realized that he'd been caught literally with his pants gone, then decided it'd be a good idea to assault police. All I can say is to the people of Central Western Daily, stuff you for putting this story behind a paywall, because it could have been bloody entertaining.
That would have been just classic comedy gold.
What was most incredible is that he was found 15 hours after he was filmed on CCTV.
I just wonder what the charges would have been.
A lot. NCR, who is your number 5?
Before we go to our number 5, we need to take a quick ad break from our sponsors over at Aura. Today's sponsor is Aura. Are you tired of spam calls and junk emails from companies you never even heard of or even signed up for? It's because companies buy and sell your data without you even being aware of it.
You think dating sites want you to meet other people? They want your data. That's what all websites want.
You want to put a stop to all that? Aura's here to help. Aura is an all-in-one digital security system that helps remove your data from data brokering websites before it can be resold. They provide you with a free VPN, $1 million identity theft insurance policy, and parental controls to help keep your kids safe. I use Aura myself, and it's removed me from so many websites I didn't even know about. Aura is offering you a free 14-day trial that you can cancel at any time by using my URL, aura.com/NCR, or scanning the QR code. So you can put an end to all the junk emails, spam calls, and get peace of mind knowing that you're protected. That's aura.com/NCR, or scan the QR code to start your free 14-day trial. Thank you again to Aura for sponsoring today's stream and the channel. You guys are a phenomenal product. I love the product. I use it myself. I pay for it. It's well worth it.
Absolutely, and everyone's got to make sure you keep your data in check and safely secured. The last thing you want to do is just getting the spam the hell out of whatever you're going through. And NCR, everyone is trying to capture data from everywhere.
Oh yeah, I mean the financial security alone from having them monitoring my credit and my banking details. It's way better than what I normally get from my bank itself. So, also international. So, all you fine folks overseas in UK, Europe, Australia, Russia, who I'm too hot for apparently, let Aura help you. But moving on, Florida man smashes random SUV with a hammer in a Publix parking lot.
Okay, a hammer.
Yep. Because it was hammer time.
I don't know that was coming.
Whoa.
Oh, you're too predictable, honestly.
I came in with my sledgehammer.
Who are you, Triple H?
Well, it's time to play the game.
Yeah, of course it is. Oh, let's hear about the story.
We got video.
Volusia County time.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Get out of the damn car!
Get out of the car! Get on the ground right now!
New details on a case of mistaken identity in Volusia County. Deputies say this man wanted to get back at his ex by smashing up her SUV. Problem is, he picked the wrong one. She's County reporter Pam Lacombe live in Ormond by the Sea. Pam, the woman who was wrongly targeted, is now getting some
Ormond
help.
by the Sea. It's a lovely town name.
She is. Thankfully, deputies say that SUV was the only one that fit her and her family of 4, but she's been without it since Friday when this all happened. But today, a local dealership owner heard about the entire incident. He decided to step out, reach out to her, and loan her a car until hers gets fixed.
Right. You know, that's a good thing, out of this tragedy. It's a good thing. But let's continue.
Hey, get out of the car!
Volusia County deputies say they caught Justin Allen breaking into a car in Ormond by the Sea Friday, hammer in hand. The 37-year-old allegedly told.
What happened to your head, my guy?
It does look like there's a chunk missing out of it, doesn't it?
I mean, those are the eyes of a meth man.
That it really does. It screams crackhead.
Look at his lip. What's that on his fucking lip?
Ew, herpes.
Deputies, he did it to try and get back at his ex-girlfriend for stealing his medication.
Me with no medication, and this is Suboxone is in it, so anxiety, and so I do good.
Seeking revenge, deputies say Allen smashed the car on Friday, leaving thousands of dollars worth of damage. But it
And he
turns
didn't
out
take
he
the
got
bliss
the
test.
wrong car. The white SUV belonged to an innocent Publix employee.
You could tell she's still a little shooken up that her world got rocked like that, but a big smile on her face, and but yeah, definitely was just upset that someone were to do that to her vehicle.
Car dealership owner Zachary Yeoman found out about what happened, so he stopped by the Publix to try and track down the woman. He talked to her and is now helping her with her car repairs, even setting her up with a free rental car so she and her family can get around. Yeoman just happy to lend a hand.
I talked to the manager where she works and said she's one of the hardest workers there. And she still came to work right after all this. No excuses.
You know what, Zachary? He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. Didn't have to give her a loaner card. Didn't have to help her. But you know what? You've earned this, my friend.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
Outstanding.
You, sir, are a hero.
Instant nomination for MVP.
Oh, I'm not done with heroes this week.
Allen is facing several charges, including a burglary. He's already bonded out of the Volusia County Branch Jail. Covering Volusia County Live, Pamela Combe, WESH 2 News.
You know, it was good to hear, that, out of all that misfortune for that poor woman, there's still some good people out there in the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we should recognize them. Like that fine gentleman there. Makes me want to buy a Nissan.
I know. Nissan. We'll take free cars.
Wait, what do you reckon, Scott? R32 Skyline?
Why not?
Right. Sounds like fun.
Who's your number 5, sir?
Number 5, take oh Jesus Christ, guess where we're back in? Oh,
Tasmania?
gosh. No, it's Melbourne. Again.
Or machetes involved?
Amazingly not.
Oh.
But don't worry, machetes will be coming back later.
Nice.
Instead, we have a Qantas passenger who claimed that the flight crew refused to let him change seats after a fellow passenger spewed all over him.
I just have to at this point. If I can fucking find it.
That's nasty.
You know what? I wasn't sure what to make of this, but then as I read through it, I realized that, the person who was the subject of this probably has a fair point to make. A Qantas passenger has blasted the airline after claiming that they were forced to marinate in a fellow traveler's vomit and ultimately leave their international flight. The incident occurred on a flight from Melbourne to Auckland on the 28th of January when the passenger and others were warned that a fellow flyer was unwell. As the passenger took their seat, they found themselves next to the ill person who suddenly projectile vomited over them. After the incident, I repeatedly asked the cabin manager to be reseated due to the clear biohazard risk and distress. Instead, the crew moved the vomiting passenger to a clean area, thereby putting an additional 12 passengers in his splash zone, while the rest of us were instructed to buckle up in the contaminated area for a prolonged period. The passenger claimed Qantas crews only moved them to a clean area once other customers began to feel queasy from the odor. To their surprise, they claimed that there was an empty row at the back of the plane occupied by a single crew member. This was when the passenger says they were forced to sit in vomit. When I removed my now soaked through jacket, a crew member said, "Don't put it on the chair as I need to sit there later," clearly showing awareness of the contamination risk and in stark contrast to their decision to keep us marinating in the sick passenger's bodily fluid, they said. I was reassured on board that Qantas will sort it all out once we return to the gate. Unable to put up with the stench, the passenger eventually decided to get off the plane before throwing out their vomit-soaked clothes. They claimed Qantas wrote to them, apologized for the incident, calling it distressing and unacceptable, and admitted it was not handled appropriately by cabin crew. NCR. Sorry?
You think, Qantas?
Get ready.
Comment time.
Oh, boy. You are not going to like this at all.
All right, let me hear it.
You know what? I think we just need to do something because, not even I'm ready for this.
The plot thickens!
How?
Please accept our sincere apologies for the distressing and unacceptable situation you encountered. We acknowledge the inconvenience and loss you experienced as a result of having to dispose of multiple contaminated personal items, as well as the additional parking expenses incurred due to deplaning. We have escalated your request for further review. However, the outcome remains unchanged. We are unable to offer reimbursement as the cause is considered to be outside of Qantas's control.
You could have seen that he was physically ill before boarding and told him, sir, due to health concerns, we are not going to allow you to fly.
The passenger said, I am not alleging Qantas caused the illness, but genuinely questioning whether this crew response was appropriate. A Qantas spokesperson then told the Daily Mail, we sincerely apologize to the customer for how the situation was handled, and we have contacted them directly to resolve the matter. Qantas claimed the customer's case was initially referred to the wrong team for assessment, but now they have fully reimbursed the customer for all of their out-of-pocket expenses.
I don't believe them. I just don't.
Seriously, Qantas, you make it so hard to like you.
I mean, clearly this was on you. You knew you should have let that passenger get on. And instead of saying, okay, let's get everyone else away from him, we're gonna leave you guys sit here in this filth. We'll take him to the clean area. And don't put that on. I gotta sit there later. I don't want it to smell. Fuckwits.
And the worst part is that if you go to the Facebook page of Airline Secrets Exposed posts, Airline Secrets Exposed is about 100 and it's 57 comments. And oh boy, does Qantas take an absolute pasting.
They deserve it.
That is disgraceful. That is absolutely disgraceful. And I am nominating Qantas for the golden turd at this point.
I would not disagree with that one.
NCR, who is your number 4?
Number 4. Florida woman leaves children in car while Uber drives for hours, according to court docs. She left children in a car with an Uber driver for hours. This is coming to us from Us Weekly. Florida mom abandons thirsty and hungry children in Uber for hours, according to court docs. Yeah, we're going to get ready to name and shame in a second.
Good.
All right. A woman was arrested for child neglect charges in South Florida and said she abandoned 2 children in an Uber and left the vehicle's driver for about 2 hours, according to court documents. On the evening of Friday the 13th, Sunrise Police Department met with a man who said, Emily, hold on, let me get that last name right so we can shame her properly. Sabogal, age 32, left 2 young children with him after she requested an Uber ride. Officers wrote that the probable cause affidavit that was given to Us Weekly. The Uber driver called police when Sabogal would not come back for her children, according to the affidavit. Sabogal showed up and said that she had no intentions to return due to her lengthy absence. The police wrote in the filings, when they met with the children, they were in good health and good spirits, but they said they were thirsty and hungry and exhausted. They also were concerned about their mother's whereabouts, according to the affidavit. Sabogul was arrested and charged with child neglect without great bodily harm, and has some previous history in the family court system. Attorneys were unable to get a listing of the records according to the records being released on the 17th of this month. But according to the affidavit, the Uber driver told police when he picked Sabogul up with her two children on Friday the 13th, he had noticed that she had handed a cup with them and believed the contents contained an unknown liquid. While speaking Spanish, Sabogul kept repeating, he thinks I'm stupid, according to the Uber driver. Then she grabbed the driver's phone, canceled the ride, according to the affidavit, and left the children in there. The Uber driver said Sabogul gave him $10 and asked him to make a turn and stop the car, according to the affidavit. Sabogul then said she would return in 3 minutes, but did not. The Uber driver watched Sabogul walk to a nearby parking lot and lost sight of her. And then the two distressed children, he was unable to get them to speak to him properly. He called police, and just this. Now I'm gonna break something if I keep reading this. She was arrested. She is on bond. They took custody of the kids. That is good. The children have been reunited with their father. The father has them in custody, so that's a good thing. But I'm going to do this because she deserves to be shamed.
Yep.
And I want to nominate her for Golden Turd.
Let's say it. God damn it. Disgraceful.
Fucking wretch.
You do not deserve to be around kids.
You know, there are so many people who can't have children who would be wonderful parents, and then monsters like that get to have kids. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to your number 4.
Number 4, well, it's been a while since we visited this place, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to this because it is a bit of a shithole, to be perfectly honest.
Are we going to the Alice Springs?
No, we're off to Kalgoorlie in Western Australia. Not far off, though.
That's true.
I can't believe the story. A Gronkess who was given a free pie by a bakery owner, throws it back at the owner, punches her, drags her out of the store because she wanted a different pie. A woman who was given a free pie by a local baker admitted in court to throwing it at the owner and punching her and then dragging her out by her hair because she wanted a different pie. Her name, Valerina Holland. I mean,
okay.
Again, unfortunately, because it is behind a paywall, we don't have the full view into the story itself. But I mean, seriously, someone gives you a free pie and you throw it at them because it was the wrong pie, and then you drag them out by the hair.
That is just. There's a bakery in my town. I love going to. They make like I can go there and I get a slice of cherry pie that's like almost 2 inches fucking thick, freshly made by hand. And if they would say, "Hey man, you're such a good customer. Here's a free slice." It's blueberry, but I'll take it. Thank you. Somebody gives you something nice, you say thank you. fuck's wrong with people?
It's just absolutely stupid. Like, I don't get why people need to behave like this. There was, however, one redeeming thing that came out of the entire story, and it's the humor of some of the people who have actually posted on the story. Now, unfortunately, the Kalgoorlie miner has now blocked who can actually comment on the post, but that didn't stop one particular wag from getting onto there and just going, were they just disappointed that they didn't get a cream pie? Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Hey, phrasing.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, there's so many jokes I could fucking make right now.
To the bloke who posted that, okay, I get your game, but maybe you should learn rule number 1 of the bro code: do not stick your dick in crazy.
Maybe he wants a crazy night.
NCR, who in the blue hell is your number 4?
Well, we're up to my bronze medalist, actually.
Oh, yes, we are. Bronze medal time. Go for it.
Florida teen charged after exposing himself to women. What? No,
I'm
no.
Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what we all came here to see: hardcore nudity.
God damn it, Reggie.
Oh my god. We need to get okay. Go to the new code 3. Go to the new code 3.
Code 3 initiated. I need all security to hitting Troy, Dwayne, get the cargo net.
Here we go.
Okay. Let's try this again. Florida teen charged after exposing himself to women at church because he thought it was funny.
I'm Troy McClure.
Oh, thank God it worked. Caught him straight away.
Oh boy. We have a video for this one.
Is this where we should bring out Ralph Wiggum and just say, I'm in danger?
Exposing himself to multiple women. Deputies say that teenager, who we are not naming because of his age, would specifically target women walking alone.
That's right. All 3 incidents happened in Palm Coast. West Shoe's Haley Crumbleholm is at the Flagler County Sheriff's Office as deputies look for more possible victims.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office here said they've already had more people come forward as possible victims. Now, in the cases the teen was arrested for, the sheriff said he seemed to look for women walking alone, in some cases older women. He'd ask for directions before allegedly exposing himself.
This is not normal behavior.
Well, listen, to the younger men out there who are interested in cougars and mature women, give you a piece of advice here. This is coming from a man who's got some experience. I think Anthony could back me up on this one. If you want to impress any woman, whipping your dick out is not the way.
Women generally don't want to see your dick the first time they meet you.
Okay? You want an older woman? Woo her, show her you're a gentleman. Show her you're sophisticated, not, hey, what's that over there? Dick. You're not.
And here's another idea you might be able to do to be able to impress most women in the world. Obey the law. Take a hint.
But she looked at me, so I thought she would want to see it.
That's that. Let's just say, seriously. If dick pics are not considered socially acceptable, what makes you think live action dick the first time you meet is going to work.
It's like this guy's become the living embodiment of those Snapchat memes. I showed her my junk and she hasn't responded.
Or a 16-year-old.
A 16-year-old boy is facing charges for allegedly
Oh my God, he's
exposing
16.
himself to 3 different women.
2 that occurred on the same day, 1 that occurred a couple days before.
The first incident happened on January 30th when a woman described in a sheriff's office report as elderly was walking her dog on Rydell Lane when a male in a white pickup truck stopped and asked her where the park was. While she was giving him directions, the report says she could see him touching his exposed genitals. She cursed at him, walked away, and reported it to the sheriff's office.
So we want to find out who it is and stop him as quickly as we can. Because the next time it could be that he decides to sexually assault someone or worse.
Less than 2 weeks later, the sheriff's office got 2 more reports from women saying they were asked for directions and had a male expose himself to them, saying things
Fucking
like, "You
degenerate."
want some of this." One incident happened on Piedmont Drive.
Wait a minute.
another on Pine Oak Drive and Pine
I have to
Grove
go
Drive.
back. Did he
One of the-
say what I think he said to him?
It's like, "Do you want some of this?"
Oh,
Oh, that's golden turd worthy.
oh, you're
That is-
16.
Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
You absolute degenerate, whoever you are. Seriously. 16 years old and you're whipping your cock out for women who frankly don't want to know you.
One incident happened on Piedmont Drive, the other at Pine Oak Drive and Pine Grove Drive. One of the women had kids in the car, according to the report, but they didn't see anything. Both women were able to give deputies the license plate number of the truck involved. Deputies were able to find it and pull the teen over on Princess Rose Drive, where one of the victims, the report says, was able to positively identify him. The teen allegedly told deputies he got the idea from watching porn, and the reason he gave for doing it,
He thought it was funny. I'm not sure that our detectives believe that, but he just thought it was a funny thing to do.
he was arrested on charges of lewd or lascivious exhibition in the presence of an elderly person and exposure of sexual organs. The Flagler County Sheriff says since the teen's arrest, more possible victims have come forward.
That's why we believe there are more victims. The question is how many?
Now, the sheriff said the teen is being charged as a juvenile, so they were processed at a juvenile detention facility before they said that teen was released and back to their parents. If you have any information, you are asked to contact the Flagler County Sheriff's Office.
Arrest the parents,
Covering
too.
Flagler County, Higley Crumpelhome, West 2 News.
Arrest the parents.
If he did that in front of kids, I'm sorry, that deserves to be tried as an adult.
He deserves the wood chipper.
Yeah.
Not a tour. Not a tour. Throw him in.
Yep, agreed.
Because if he's doing that now at the age of 16, you know it's only going to get more brazen and bolder as he gets older.
Oh, I'm disgusted. I am truly disgusted by this guy, and we've got the makings of a sex pest. Honestly,
He deserves to go to jail. He deserves wood chipper, and he deserves a date with Bubba.
yeah. Maybe a date with Bubba before the wood chipper.
You know, maybe big Larry.
Yeah.
Oh, can we get the dude from Big Stan?
Oh, good thinking. I like that. Good thinking.
Who is your bronze medalist, sir? Because we need to get off of this.
Indeed. Well, oh my God, it's not going to get better because remember how I warned you that things were about to get shit because we just went to Kalgoorlie?
Yeah.
Guess where next?
Where?
Alice.
Alice Springs.
And remember how I warned you about some of these stories coming out? Here we go. It's a multi out of Alice Springs because, of course, it's a multi. First off, a teen tries to escape custody by hiding in a hospital roof space.
Okay.
Gronks brawl with machetes and rocks outside a library.
That just seems par for the course.
But our feature story, a woman has allegedly been chased into a hospital by machete-wielding lunatics. NT police have arrested 2 men and 3 boys after an alleged aggravated assault outside Alice Springs Hospital in the early hours of this morning, claiming the group was brandishing bladed weapons. Authorities said police officers attended the scene multiple times on Sunday, initially responding to reports of a fight taking place outside the hospital with one male armed with a machete just before 5 a.m., but the group dispersed before police arrived. An hour later, authorities responded to reports that a 19-year-old woman had been assaulted outside the hospital and then chased inside by offenders armed with machetes. NT police said the woman and several of her friends sought refuge inside a security office where security staff secured the door. It is alleged the offenders then brandished machetes in the public waiting area before fleeing the scene in a white Holden Commodore. The white Commodore was later sighted and pursued north of town. However, the pursuit was terminated due to safety considerations. Earlier in the morning, police had responded to several reports of the same white Holden Commodore sedan driven around the Alice Springs CBD with occupants allegedly armed with machetes. According to authorities, a police dog tracked down the car in Bushland, north of town, about 9:15 a.m. 5 males aged between 14 and 19 were later arrested and remanded in custody as of Sunday afternoon, pending charges.
You dirty, dirty fuckers.
And this is why you cannot have nice things in the Alice.
I mean, what's this world coming to? You know, we need some positivity.
Do it.
Are you ready for this?
Is it a silver medalist?
Yep.
Do it.
Florida man rescues mother and 3 children from Jeep after it flips into a canal.
Oh, this will make me feel a little bit better. Go on.
A routine drive home turns into a split-second rescue when a Florida man stops to save a mother and her 3 young children after her vehicle crashed and overturned into a canal, trapping the family upside down into the water. The incident took place last Sunday in Indian Town, when the mother was driving her Jeep with her children ages 8, 2, and 4 months were in the vehicle, and it suddenly veered off the road, flipped into a canal, hidden behind some bushes. Hold on, let me get this name right so I can pronounce it right, because I want to pronounce everyone's names right in this story. Casey Curtis, the mother who was driving home, noticed something was wrong, and then there was somebody behind her. I noticed the driver, then had suddenly looked up, and then the car overturned off the road and into the canal. Curtis immediately pulled over. Curtis was the gentleman. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to him, but Casey then pulled over, called 911, followed the tire treads to the edge of the canal where he could hear the children screaming from inside the submerged Jeep. Without hesitation, he climbed down the overturned vehicle, got the car open by opening one of the doors, and there were 3 children sitting there helpless. Curtis then carried each of the children out of the vehicle safely to the canal's banks, went inside the Jeep, and rescued the mother, who was later identified as... Okay, hold on one second. Damn pop-ups.
Gets like that sometimes, doesn't it?
Shayanika Wilkins, who was still submerged and strapped into the seat as the vehicle was taking on more water. I lifted the mother's head out of the water because she wasn't breathing. I gave her a breath, and as soon as I got her breathing, I got her out of the vehicle. First responders soon arrived onto the scene, where they transported the mother and the children to the Lawnwood Medical Care Center for treatment. The family members later confirmed that all 3 children were physically unharmed. Wilkins, however, remains hospitalized on a ventilator as of Tuesday afternoon, according to the investigation. She suffered a seizure at the moment before the crash. Reflecting on the rescue, Curtis said, "Timing made all the difference. There was nobody around. I definitely would not have been anybody who would have seen a car in that canal and left those children there." You know, I have video of this, and we're going to watch that video.
Absolutely. But in the meantime, while we do that, I think we need to warm up.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
Get that ready because we're going to see our hero.
We're hearing from the man who rescued a mother and her 3 children after their car crashed into a canal in Indiantown. We first showed you this video on Monday night. Officials tell us the mother had a seizure before that crash. She's still in the hospital tonight. Reporter Rachel Perry spoke with the man who says he saw that car veering off the road and rushed over to help.
Okay. In a matter of seconds, a Jeep headed north on Alapata Road veered off course, landing upside down in this canal.
Is everybody above the water?
Inside, a mother and her 3 young children.
There was somebody behind me I noticed driving, and then
There is our brave man right there. Do it.
He's just aura farming right there.
Do it.
Do it.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
If you say that man's not a hero, I will challenge you to a fist fight.
Absolutely. Play that footage.
all of a sudden I looked up and they seemed to be accelerating and drove off the side of the road.
Casey Curtis was driving home from work when he spotted the Jeep in his rearview mirror, pulling over and rushing to find where it went.
There was like knocking, banging on the window, kids screaming. And I got to the car, opened up the door, and there were 3 kids sitting there staring at me helpless.
Their mother was unresponsive. Officials say she had suffered a seizure before the crash.
So I got the kids up on the bank
He
and
is
climbed down
propping
into
her
the
up
car.
so she can breathe.
I lifted the mom's head up out of
Chad
the
right
water,
there.
and she wasn't breathing.
Chad right there.
I gave her a breath. And as soon as I gave her a breath, she started breathing again.
EMS arrived, rushing the family to Lawnwood Medical Center.
If you look this way, it's impossible to see the road behind any of this brush. So much so that the Martin County Sheriff says the family may have never been found if Casey hadn't checked his rearview mirror.
At least maintain it to where it doesn't get this tall again, and potentially look into putting some kind of guardrail.
Looking back, Casey tells me he thanks God for putting him in the right place at the right time, now asking the community to keep the mother in their thoughts. In Martin County, Rachel
How the
Perry,
hell do you not
WPBF
say that
25
man's
News.
not? Oh, you know, that's a nomination for MVP right there.
I think so too. Absolutely. I think, in fact, I think we need to give it to him.
I'm not done yet. We have another.
Oh, boy.
We have another.
Jeez. Coming
Who
in
is
hot
your
with MVPs.
Who is your silver medalist?
Well, we go from celebrating MVPs to another person who's probably going to get nominated for the Golden Turd. We're off to Ingham in Queensland, not quite Townsville. We are off to Ingham, where a disabled elderly man has been beaten with a metal pole and has had both of his arms broken after painting meth house on his neighbor's home.
Fucking scumbags.
You absolute scumbags indeed. A disabled pensioner, Kimberly Martin, was badly beaten after he spray painted meth house on his neighbor's home, to which it is alleged at this point that the neighbor and a couple of his mates turned up, assaulted him, and broke both of his arms, and also gave him a serious head injury.
May I?
Do it.
Oh, well, you can kindly go fuck yourself.
Couldn't have said it better, King Shark. It was an absolutely disgraceful occurrence, and I can only hope that the people who committed this act get the full force of the law.
Indeed.
That is the let's go to your gold medalist.
I promised you we're gonna end on positivity, and Florida man positive this week. Florida man saves pregnant woman from drowning house before baby is born.
Jeez. This is actually a good week for Florida man.
A Florida man saves a pregnant woman from drowning hours before giving birth. You know, I'm at an awe at Florida man this week. You know, you don't expect Florida man to be, so heroic. You expect him to be, you expect him to some shithousery.
Yeah.
But no, not this week. Hold on. Sheldia Pollen was the mother in question who was drowning in a nearby pond when our hero, Logan Hayes, dove into the water. A passerby jumped into a frigid Florida pond to save a pregnant woman whose car was sinking into the water, giving her the opportunity to safely birth her baby hours later, according to the authorities. This is a story. She told a local news outlet, WPTV, that she was 34 weeks pregnant and dealing with preeclampsia, and was driving to a prenatal massage to help with some of this. And her fiance, on the morning of February 6th, said she was feeling dizzy, who was also celebrating a birthday that day, stopped to try to let it pass before resuming her trip, but she was not feeling any better and attempted to pull over when she lost control and went headlong into the pond. Starting to feel the water on her feet, she began to panic a little. Moments later, she noticed the vehicle was sinking into the pond. Fortunately for her, our hero, Logan Hayes, who was out running errands that day, saw her car, pulled over, and jumped into the water to save her. The water was in the low 40s. So hypothermia would be setting in very quickly.
Absolutely.
Logan is a fucking hero. And I don't care who says anything. Oh man, this just I'm trying to find a picture of this man because I found pictures of the vehicle in the pond and the rescuers, but not of our hero. Afterward, oh wow. That pond was deep.
Let's see it.
Okay. I'm going to bring this up here so you can see this because this is fucking crazy. There's the rescue team in water emergent gear.
Whoa.
That's the vehicle.
You can barely see it.
This is a better version of it right there.
Jeez.
After getting her out, they rushed to a medical center where she did go into labor, and they successfully did an emergency C-section and delivered a healthy 3-pound, 14-ounce baby girl named Ivory.
Brilliant.
Do it.
Doing it right.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
Zachary, Casey, Logan, you three gentlemen are heroes to me, to Anthony, and to our fine viewers. Because Zachary didn't have to give that woman a car. He didn't have to help her with those expenses, with her car being damaged by that fuckwit with the hammer. But he chose to. Chose to step up. Casey, you dove into that water to save those babies and their mother. And Logan, you put your own safety at risk to save a mother and her unborn child. You guys are MVPs. I don't care who gets it. They all deserve it.
I never thought I'd see the day when I'd see 3 MVPs given out to 3 Florida men in one go.
I know.
Tip of the hat.
What is your gold medalist?
Well, oh boy. Whilst you have been enjoying the MVPs, I will clearly end up with multiple golden turds this week. Our gold medalist for the shit towns of Australia for the week ending the 22nd of the 2nd, 2026, takes us to Maryborough in Queensland. Yes, NCR, Queensland's taken out the top 2 spots, and not once have we ended up in Townsville.
I'm shocked.
And typically, if any story comes out of Queensland, it's also behind a bloody paywall. But well, one of the stories is anyway. I might actually see if the other story might actually still be available. Actually, you know what? I can actually do the other one. And what's more, I will also share it with thanks to the Fraser Coast Chronicles. The other story that we had first off was an ICE addict jailed for exposing her vagina in public, rubbing it. Oh, dear. NCR, oh, dear God. No.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with...
NCR, I'm going to need some help.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll...
NCR, get him.
That's it. Go. I got him.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave...
Oh, dear God, he's overpowering.
I got him in a chokehold. Come on. Go to sleep, buddy. Go to sleep.
I'm Troy McClure.
Tap out. Hit him with a fucking syringe. All right, we tranked him.
It's the fourth time. All right.
Sleep well, sweet prince.
First off, an ice out of jail for exposing her vagina in public, rubbing it on cars.
I'm Troy McClure, and that.
Get him again.
Okay, they've got him hogtied. They've got the ball gag in.
Oh.
Call Mr. C if you have to.
Get him out. Now get him out of here. All right. I think he's out. He's out.
So she was rubbing against cars?
Her vagina against cars.
Ew.
And then telling people to smell it.
Ew.
It's just not right. It's really eerie here. Something's fucky.
That is the epitome of fucky. Instead, our other story. A perverted pensioner fined for molesting a mate's sausage dog.
See, because of me, now they have a warning.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
I'm not wrong.
It's just, I think I'm going to be sick. The Maryborough man, unfortunately, it is both stories are behind a paywall, but the Maryborough man was charged after a video involving a dachshund named Tinkerbell emerged with him committing a lewd act to the dachshund.
I thought it was an actual food item. Now I feel even worse.
Yeah. We don't have a name, but you know what we do have instead? Because he deserves it. That bloke. That bloke right there.
You fucking weirdo.
Likes to commit lewd acts to sausage dogs.
Fuck is wrong with you, man?
Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? And that brings us to the end of another podcast. And oh boy, NCR, I feel so unclean after all of that.
I need a shower and a drink. Maybe not in that order.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think of our MVPs and the Golden Turds for this week. Don't forget that in a week or two's time, we're going to be doing this show live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Absolutely. And we believe at this point we do have a very special guest joining us.
We are still lining up details to make sure the green room is up to their specifications, but we will have the announcements shortly.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
I am NCR News Network.
I'm Anthony Caruso.
And we will see you guys next time.